Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Eric Barber here, and I am joined with, pop star, rapper, all-around music extraordinaire, mega viral Seezyn. How are we doing today, man?
Hell, thank you for having me here, man. I appreciate you, and I like what you're doing with your platform, too. So I'm happy to be here for sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, Seezyn, first thing I noticed about you, you pulled up with I feel like I kind of came in, I had to wake up early as hell, so I kind of got dressed in the dark type shit, so I'm looking a little dusty, but you really came in, fire, even matching my mic stick, so talk about the fit real quick.
Yeah, man, this is just how I'm coming just the rest of my music career, I feel. I'm influenced a lot by a lot of 80s aesthetic and stuff like that, so you can hear that in my music, so it's you got to bring the image to life as well. And I like dressing like this. Is easy, and I don't have to wear undershirts. I just go find a top and a bottom. I usually like to find a lot of my shit at one-of-one thrift shops and shit like that. Has vintage clothes instead of going to a mall or something or ordering some shit online or going to a men's warehouse where everybody's wearing the same stuff. Even had the shoulders and stuff sit on this. This is it's like an 80s aesthetic.
Okay, yeah, no, that's sweet.
Aesthetic.
And you got a BDSM Beanie Baby too clipped.
Yeah. Crazy thing about this shit,
yeah.
The shit is kind of fucked up. I fucked up too.
Okay, that's sad, man.
Yeah, this might be his last day, but
okay.
I actually got this when I was out in LA living with Juice. That's the crazy part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No way. Did he have any comments on it or anything
he
like that?
He said he fucked with it. He was like, yo, where you get that from? But if you go on Melrose, they be having all those shops. And that was my first go around of being out there. So that's the tourist thing to do is to go on Melrose and shop.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of designer type stores over there.
No doubt. And I see you, last thing about your fit, man, you got the Seezyn necklace going on. Yeah, where'd that come from?
Crazy. It was made by my brother's girlfriend. And she made it as a gift. And then the pieces I got right here came from I think my girl was in Puerto Rico and she brought those up. So yeah.
Okay, nice, man. And let's talk about your music a little bit, man. So you just released a new single just a handful of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that was fire.
Just for play.
Just for play. Yeah. I like the vibe. It was a little bit of a longer track too. A little bit over 5 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. The extended tracks and I noticed getting into this lane, even though that's more of a slower type of 80s type pop influenced style. It's alternative type R&B music, I like to consider it. It has those, it's meant to just play all the way through. You feel me?
Okay.
It's an experience listening to the whole record. I know we're in an age nowadays to where you want to make short songs for streaming and stuff like that.
For TikTok and all that stuff.
And I get that. I got a few short songs, but I feel certain records is you know what? If you a fan of me, you gonna sit through this whole 5 minutes. Everything's just not about streaming all the time. Sometimes I really want to do something just creative and get in my bag and let people witness what I can create.
For your own art, eh?
Yeah, because the shorter songs, you can only get so much from it. It's like fast food,
Yeah.
Why would you prefer having a fancy meal some steak, potatoes, and asparagus, or would you want to just pull up to Burger King?
Depends on my mood. To be honest,
literally, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
but I like
mood.
having that nice option too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure. That's awesome. And so is this a single? Because I know it's been a couple years since your last album. It was Gray in 2022.
Yeah, Gray, yeah. And it's crazy. Time flies by so much. I'm not even realizing how much time that flew by. Because my guy, Hiley, he told me, he was like, yo, we haven't dropped the album this year. I'm like, damn. Or we didn't drop one last year. And I didn't realize that. So it's crazy how these years just be flying by.
I'm of the same path, man, because I thought when I was doing some research for our interview, man, I remember when Hard Ice came out, I thought it was last year, but then that was a 2022 joint, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah. And it was because it was the end of the year, so it felt like it dropped in 2023.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, so are you currently working on a album or EP right now?
Yeah, I'm working on an EP and I'm dropping that on my birthday. So that's July 23rd.
Oh shit, that's really soon, man.
Soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna start the promotion for that probably tomorrow. Honestly, I got the cover art made.
Did I just remind you or something, bro? Because I've not heard a lot about the new project.
Hold on, say what you said.
Like, I just remind you that you got this project coming out?
No. Like I said, I haven't really spoke on it. This is probably like my first time publicly speaking.
Hell yeah,
I think I've made a few tweets and did like subliminal stuff on Instagram as well.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
What's gonna be the? Can you like give some of the sound of it or anything like that?
Yeah, like I said, it's still more in the alternative lane. It's gonna have the project is called Sia and it's called Sorry in Advance. And it's pretty much, I'm making a lot of like heartbreak music. I'm making a lot of like party, heartbreak, drug infused, sexual type music. It's like it's rated MA. That's how I like to describe my music now.
Okay.
It's real edgy. I'm not holding back on what I'm saying. Somebody said to me the other day, they said that you're saying shit that rappers say over pop beats. And I've never experienced that before. And I can't really think of too many people that's kind of doing that, like being real vulgar over pop music, like, you know. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with like your voice too. It's not like you're trying to rap like Pop Smoke or you know, coming with that aggressive rap, you know. So, where did that kind of inspiration start coming from you with that whole vibe and shift?
Like the higher pitch singing and all that type of stuff?
Yeah.
So I've always been able to do that. Cause like even if you go and listen to some of my rap music, like I do it sometimes on like the ad libs or certain hooks and bridges, and if you just really tap into my music, you'll understand that I've been able to hit those frequencies vocally. Yeah. But now it's like I'm really homing in like on doing this on a consistent basis, and I'm getting a lot of comparisons. Like a lot of people are like, yo, your stuff sounds like The Weeknd. Like that's the only comparison they really gives me. That's the only comparison they give me is because he's the only person that's, I guess, hitting those frequencies if you're not like a female on the male side. So you're going to get that right off bat. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, when I was kind of binging through some of your stuff, I kind of got like a little bit of notes of like maybe just with how the instrumentals are played together. I don't know if you ever got this like Travis Scott or anything like that.
For sure. He's a big influence as well.
Okay, yeah. And let's talk about your influences. Like who do you think are some of your, you know, biggest influences overall?
Yeah, originally when I came into the music, it was more so Kanye.
Okay.
Like just because, you know, I make beats and stuff like that, and being able to sing and rap over the beats and stuff, like that was always like my passion to like just make real dramatic instrumentations over like some solid hitting heavy reverb vocals and stuff. So like even the 808s Heartbreak project. Yeah. Like I get it. I draw a lot of influence from that on to the sound I'm doing now. You know, even like Kanye is not even a singer, but whatever type of presets he had on his vocal on that whole project was amazing. So he's a big influence. Obviously, people like Tory Lanez, people like The Weeknd, like those are big influences. Then I listen to a lot of '80s music. It's such an abundance of artists.
Of course.
From the '80s and stuff, and I can't really necessarily like name those artists because I'm not going to sit here and say I'm like a music head when it comes to like all those older. I know some people can name when an album came out, and I don't know how to do all that shit. I just hear good music and I know how to emulate certain things and like and bring it and make it my own.
Yeah, man, no doubt. I can definitely get those vibes for sure.
Yeah, like even growing up, like my mom, I always say like my mom and my grandma, I used to go over to my grandma's house and she used to always have like this big stereo system with like records and stuff, and she used to throw on like a lot of those 80 records, and I seen how people react to that, and I just loved it. I'm like, I don't understand this music, but I see how people are reacting to it, and I grew to love it. And it's like nostalgic. Even when I'm making that music, it's just fun. It's nostalgic. It feels like a warm hug from my childhood.
Yeah, man. That's awesome for sure. And you know, you said that you started out with producing before like you were singing or rapping, right? Yeah. And I think I read somewhere that you started that when you were 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, 15. Yeah. What made you start that journey?
So it's crazy. We were in junior high school. It was me, my boy Wise, and my guy Manny. We were all just friends, and he came to school one day. We were in a computer class, and he was like, yo, I got this program called FL Studios. Okay. And like he was like, yo, I make beats and everything. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And so he played some beats, and this was around the time like jerking and all that type of music was cool. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, like the New Boys and all that type of stuff. And he started making those type beats, and I was like, shit, what's the program? I want to download it too. Like, this is dope. Like, so I started making beats too at home. The beats, if I played the beats right now, you'd be like, it was terrible. Sure. And my first name was DJ CKC. Okay. So those are my initials, CKC. And I thought back then that a DJ was the producer. So I was confused on that. So my tag every time like a beat came on, it should be like DJ CKC. It was like a robot.
Yeah.
Like, so
That's awesome.
yeah, so we started making beats and everything, and then one day we just, I don't know, freestyling over the beats. We was like, yo, we should make a group. Like, why not start rapping? And because I always know I could sing a little bit.
Yeah.
That's before I fully discovered my voice, and we formed a group called DEM Dudes, and like I said, that was around the time like everybody was those guys, new boys, them. I mean, it was cool to just, so we were DEM Dudes. Yeah. So we started making like R&B songs and rap songs, and we were making shit that sounded like Drake and all
That's
that.
what's
J.
up.
Cole, Big Sean, like around that time. So we were trying to find our sound around that time.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And it was them dudes with a 3. Was that because there's 3 dudes in the group?
Yeah. So the last E was spelled with a 3.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And I saw like even on your guys' Spotify, like you guys had some stuff, because a lot of times when people start out with music as like, a bunch of like old school friends and stuff, the group doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
But you guys released some stuff as late as 2021, I think, right?
Yeah.
So is that something that could still be revisited?
Yeah, for sure, because we still have, like, even aside from where we started from, eventually we became extremely serious with the sound.
Yeah.
And like, even though the name was still DEM Dudes, we were trying to like string it along, but like we started getting older. We was like, we don't really care for this name. But like we just got so attached to it, and we started making more music. Like, if I always tell people, if they wanted to go hear my older music, go listen to Trial 1 and Trial 2. And I produced those projects fully, and it sounds like some My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy shit. Like it's still to this day some of my best production, I feel like.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you have certain advantages compared to other like rappers and stuff, or other producers, because you kind of have that rapping and producing toolkit?
Definitely, because it's like I'm so melodic with like my decision making on music and stuff. So I always view my voice as like the last instrument to have on the track. And this technically is that, because like you got the trumpets, horns, whatever you decide to use, kicks, hi-hats, 808s, all of that. Like my voice is like the last little melody within the beat.
Right. That makes sense.
When I start recording, it's like how I view it in my head. I know every artist have a different way that they viewing. It's like, it's weird because I can see like colors and type. It's weird. I can't really describe it, but I can see like colors and lines.
You got that synesthesia.
Formats. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got a well, I don't have, but one of my guys named M80. He's from the city. He's a big producer from Cincinnati. But he said one time, or not even one time, all the time he makes music, he said he feels like he can see the sounds in the air. Like, I got this here, and he's like placing himself within there. But like I say, everybody got their own certain ways of creating.
Yeah, I'm jealous because I don't have that like at all, bro.
You'll be surprised, bro. If I played some of my music when I first originally started off, you'd be like, this is not the same person. Like, just finding your voice, you gotta just find what your voice sounds good over.
Okay.
That's what I tell everybody, because anybody can make a song, bro.
Yeah.
Catch a hit, like, I believe.
Yeah, no, I think especially in this digital age, yeah, no doubt. And you just mentioned Cincinnati, so I'm curious about the city. This is actually like us doing this interview is my first time in Cincinnati, and outside of you, I have very little concept of the music scene here. So how about could you like describe some of it and your connection to it?
I would say we're primarily hip hop based here. Like we have a lot of like big street artists that came from here, like Skylar Black. She's an artist that I got a chance to work with like way before I got signed. Like, she was coming over to Northside recording, and I call it the trap house. It was my grandma's house, but I had like 7 cousins staying there, and this is around the time I was broke as hell, and I just didn't have nowhere to stay, so I ended up getting a room at the house, and it was trapped out. Like, I remember my doors was off the hinges.
Oh, really?
It was holes in the wall. It was really trapped out, like, bad. But she came through. I used to have people coming through the trenches to come record music. Like, it was crazy. Like,
nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you were also like the recording engineer too for a lot of this stuff? You would record and would you mix and master your own stuff?
Mix and mastered as well, yeah.
Holy moly, man. That's a really good skill to have.
That's how I develop a lot of relationships throughout the cities from my production and stuff, because that's like, like, hold on, you can make my beats and you can record me and you can help me come up with a hook. Like, yo, I need to get in the studio with you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's literally how it was. Like I said, Kanye was a big influence, and that's literally what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense. And how would you compare? I mean, again, we're from Detroit, so I'm curious, like, how do you evaluate Cincinnati's music scene to some of your guys, like contemporaries, like Cleveland, or even some like the Kentucky stuff? I know that some of those Kentucky guys are going crazy too.
Yeah.
And Columbus, how would you compare those?
Crazy. I think Jack Harlow and Bryson Tiller's from Kentucky. That's the one I really think of, but I'm pretty sure there's more artists coming up. How I can compare it, I feel like we right in the middle, because Cincinnati feels like the South. Like when you come here, it kind of feels country a little bit.
You got those rolling hills, man.
It's hills, it's valleys and stuff like that, and it feels like the country. If you go out to like the suburbs and stuff, if you drive long enough, you'll start seeing cornfields and stuff, and barns and horses.
Oh, really? We're seeing cornfields the whole way down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that in Cincinnati. So we're like right in the middle of like it being the South and the Midwest, because Kentucky's literally 10 minutes away.
Okay, you got that river right there and stuff, so you're always like visiting there and stuff like that. You got family or anything?
Yeah. And you were saying, like, as far as like how we can compare our sounds to everybody, it's like that's always been our thing in Cincinnati. And I feel like if a lot of Cincinnati artists see this, or just people that's been in the music industry, we've had a sound, but it's kind of like South and Midwest. It's like we got real rappers here, we got real singers here. It's like a mixing pot of everything here in the city. I can't necessarily say we distinctly have one specific sound like how you guys got in Detroit. Like you literally have a sound up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have that in Cincinnati.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's why you can have somebody like me come out like making this type pop music, and I can do like I was doing like the emo music with Juice WRLD and stuff. So I'm kind of losing my train of thought.
A ton of people described you as like genreless, for a long time. Like you kind of adaptable. I read in an article that someone wrote on you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just like not in a bad way, but like you were just sticking to so many different sounds or with so many different projects. Yeah. And speaking of which, man, I mean, where does the name Seezyn come from?
So originally it started off as being like inspired by Kanye. Kanye West. But then I was like, because it was Yeezy, like he had this stuff called Yeezy and Seezyn, so it was kind of like I'm trying to tell you, I grew up on Graduation and College Dropout. Like that was like, in my head, I'm like, I gotta be the next Kanye. He's the greatest, like. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I feel like my name could have a deeper meaning, even though it's influenced by Ye. Like as far as Seezyn, I feel like it's constant change.
Yeah.
Like with my music, with my sound and everything, like if you're going to be a fan of me, just be prepared for me to always venture off and go into some new shit. So like I changed like the season. I say that in my music a lot.
Okay, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And now you got a third reason, because you pull it out before we started the interview. Now we see Zins.
It took me a second to get what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. You know what? I should probably hit them up for like a sponsor or something.
You guys start doing some Zyn sponsors, man.
Then
you'll always be seeing Zins,
That'd be dope. Yeah. I'm slowly trying to stop my nicotine addiction, yo.
Oh, okay. But Zyn don't gotta know that. Yeah. So one project that I was a huge fan of was actually Gray, right? The album Gray. And it was that whole, cover art was great, and it had quite a few tracks on it too. Really, what was the process like to make that joint?
Yeah. So with Gray, I feel like I said, the whole project just had like a certain mood to it, and I feel like that was me venturing over, trying to like show people like my serious side as being an artist, because my project before was Seasons Change, and I feel like that was more of a fun project.
Yeah.
And that's still one of my favorite projects, but Gray was just like, okay, he's maturing into like a certain sound. I felt like at the time, like I was showing my rapping skills, singing skills, just like a mixture of everything, like all my projects.
Just everything, yeah. No, that was a crazy project. And like, were there any kind of like inspirations like going on in your life that made you create that?
No, just really feeling great. Like I dropped that around like fall. October is like I'm a summer baby. Like I was born in July, but like something about like when the leaves start changing and it's like cool and hot outside and it's like gray in the air. Something about that like speaks to me. Like it inspires me. It's like it might be weird to say, but I think a lot of people can kind of like understand me when I say this. It's like a comforting form of depression, I guess you would say. Like, it sounds crazy saying it out loud, but like you can kind of become comfortable like in like misery, I guess you would say. Like, even saying this out loud sounds crazy, but I think a lot of people can relate when it comes to that. Like, you kind of get comfortable in like your ways and stuff like that. And it's something that I struggle with still to this day, like getting out of my own way and dealing with anxiety and depression and stuff like that. So it hits way harder in October, and I think that's probably like a reason why it feels comfortable, because I guess you would, what people call it, like seasonal depression.
Yeah,
or some
right.
shit like that. And I think around that time it's just like it hits hard, and it's like, I don't know, I kind of feel at home there. Not necessarily saying that's a good thing, but it's something that I'm still working on.
Yeah. I mean, that's some self-expression too, though, you know? So I think people can appreciate the raw. I mean, I felt it, you know? So no doubt about it. Yeah. And, you know, speaking of, I believe on that same year, you know, you had Hard Eyes.
Yeah, I dropped that like a month after, I believe.
Okay.
Or was it a month or a week? It might have been a week. I can't remember.
I feel like it was a week after or something like that. Yeah, I remember it was just really sudden, man. And I know people like kind of felt like a way about it at the time, because that song originally had Juice on it, right?
Yeah.
And then you had released it just without him. And that was like, obviously, like, I feel like that was just really not up to you, right? Like what?
Yeah, it's never up to me when it comes to him, because I don't own no rights to his name or music. You feel me? So it's like, even if I wanted to, like, say for example, if I was to upload it and just like, fuck it, I'm gonna drop it, like, it's gonna get taken down, whether it's a week or 2 weeks or 2 months from now. Like, they're gonna take it down.
Yeah,
and it's just bad business to do stuff like that. So.
Right. So you're still in some kind of contact, or you have some relationship with his like management or estate. I'm not like a contractual lawyer or anything like that, so I don't know all the.
No, I still talk. It's crazy because I still talk to Bibby. I talk to Pete every blue moon, and G Money. Kind of talk to him every once in a while. Like, they still watch my story, and we like stuff here and there, like from certain posts. But it's not like we're on a talking basis because I'm not signed to them anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. But so also, like, with all, like, how many songs would you say that you have done with Juice that like we've never gotten to see?
I never put a number on it, but it's a lot more that they haven't heard. And it's still some shit that I haven't heard. Like, I've been in the studio with Juice.
Oh, okay.
And like, I know I recorded a verse on something, or whether I recorded a verse on some shit, and I'm not hearing it until like fans leak it or something like that. I'd be like, damn,
really?
Even with Mistletoe, like, I forgot that we even made that song.
Yeah, holy cow.
I forgot about it. And then when I heard it, I'm like, damn, I did make that beat. Let me put that on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I probably have over 20 records with him, and I think maybe, 7 of them probably been heard by the people. Whether there's a leak or I previewed it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know, like, Rental's been like the big one that everyone's been clamoring for. Even do you think if that like project were to come out, like, I know Rental's like the huge one, right? If that were to come out, do you have any kind of like guarantee or understanding that you would still be attached to that, or do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely attached to it, because they have to come through me in order to release it, because I was the person who got the project,
get the whole thing going.
I did it. So it's like, you know what I mean? And they're trying to do good business with me. Like, you know what I mean? We've had like our ups and downs when it comes to me and Grade A and stuff like that. But as far as Rental and stuff, they really were like hell-bent on trying to put that on his last album.
Oh, really? So, but I remember there was some poll about it that I think they put out, and I think that
it kept winning by a landslide. And that was for the deluxe.
Okay.
That was for the deluxe. That wasn't even for like the main album. We was trying to get it on the main album, but they weren't clearing it. So I ended up making a tweet. I don't know if you seen the tweet. It kind of went semi-viral on like the community and everything. And I let them know like, yo, I remade the sample. My boy Caleb Bryan, he remade the sample for me, and I pretty much grabbed the sample he remade, and put it over like all of my kicks and snares, and like chopped it up a certain way, and it sounds the exact same. And what I had did was, I haven't said this to anybody, but I had one on YouTube, because I'm like, I know these fans got this on YouTube. So I went to YouTube and typed in rental acapella.
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah, somebody had it up. So I downloaded it and I threw it over the beat, and I'm talking about, it sounds spot on. If like 100% was the original rental, it's like 95% the same.
Holy cow.
For people that listen to rental every day, they will notice like the subtle different, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's only so much you can get to a T. But in my opinion, it's good enough. I sent it to Bibby. He said it was fire.
Yeah.
I sent it to like people like within my camp and stuff. They were like, "Yo, this is spot on." I remember my brother was right there. Gray, he was right there with me. He was there when I was making the beat. This is like the same. This is like Thanksgiving weekend of last year. I was doing this, and he was like, "Yo, this it sounds identical."
It's
I can't
there.
tell the difference.
Holy cow! Yeah, that's crazy. And how did you and Juice meet?
Crazy. So I've told this story before, but you know, different platforms bring different people. So so it's crazy. I was working at Macy's furniture place. Oh, not furniture.
The furniture section.
Macy's call center or some shit. I was working at like a call center. And pretty much, I was doing shows, dropping music, trying to stay consistent. I was making bullshit money, but it was just paying the bills, and taking care of me at the time. And I ended up getting hit up by this girl from my city. Her name is Deja. And she hit me up. She was like, "Yo, I'm having Ski Mask coming to town. Do you want to open up for him?" I said, "Hell yeah." Like, so I think like a month later, we ended up doing like the show. I had my whole team there. It was a nice, like the whole YouTube, it's on YouTube. If you type in Seezyn performing at Madison Live, you will find the whole footage of it. And I ended up performing, but when I ended up walking to the stage, they were like, you had like a 15-minute set, but now it's down to 10 minutes. You got to get on stage now. Like, So my team, we down there, run onto the stage. T-Dot get up there and start setting up his equipment, and I perform, and I just went fucking crazy. Like, I've always been good at performing and knowing how to control the crowd. So it's like, Pete was there. Pete was in charge of throwing the show. This was before Pete was like a manager and all of this. He was doing like tour stuff. He'd do like shows and bring people in. That was like what Pete used to do. So Pete was at the show and seen me perform. So I thought I did the show. I killed this stage dive. It was crazy. Like, it was a crazy turnout. And he pretty much asked, he came backstage. He was like, "Yo, who the fuck are you? And why is the crowd going this crazy for you?" Like, and I was like, "Seezyn," and I introduced myself and everything. And my boy Hiley, he ended up getting Pete contact information. He like, He like, "Yo, we gonna send you some songs and everything." He's like, "Yeah, let's tap in, like work on some shit." And Hiley ended up sending them music and everything, but we never heard nothing back from him. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, of course.
And I think maybe like 2 or 3 weeks had went by, maybe even a month. And then Hiley called my phone. He was like, "Yo, look to your DMs right now. Juice WRLD's manager's in your DMs." I said, "What?" He was like, "Bro, go look," because he's logged into my Instagram as well. So I look at it, and it was G Money, and I literally just made a TikTok about this. It's on TikTok if you go to my TikTok. I use the Kid Leroy that I can't remember the name of the song, but it's the I can't remember the name of the shit. But I made a TikTok for it if you want to go see like the actual DM itself. And he pretty much said like, "Yo, I'm trying to make you a millionaire overnight." And this was G Money, and I'm like, "Shit, what you trying to do?" Like, he said, "Shit, I need you next to me." Like, I said, "Say less." He said, "Give me your number." I gave him my number. And then he FaceTimed me. When he FaceTimed me, it was Juice on the phone. And I always tell this story. I remember when Juice originally came out, I wasn't too crazy about his music. I'm like, "Oh, he cool." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He cool. I heard Augurs Are the Same and Lucid Dreams. I'm like, "Oh, it's cool." I'm like, "Oh, here go another," because I'm like, "Here go another SoundCloud artist," and stuff like that. That was when like Lil Xan was going crazy, Ski Mask was going crazy, Trippy was already going crazy too. So I wasn't thinking too much of it. But then it's so funny because my boy Hiley, he told me, he said, "Yo, I want you to watch this video," because he was a big fan of Juice WRLD. Like I said, I wasn't really caring for him at the time. and he said, watch this video. He freestyled for like an hour.
The hour
long.
on the radio.
Yeah, and I think this was the 10 Westwood one. I think it was 10 Westwood. But I'm like, yo, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, so after that, after I seen that, I'm like, nah, he's special. Like, regardless, he's special. So I ended up making a tweet. If you go back to my old Twitter page, it said I tweeted, I said, me and Juice WRLD gonna make music one day. I don't know what made me tweet it. I just said it. Like, I still be feeling like Twitter is like it's something about Twitter where if you tweet some shit out and it's just there within the universe, it manifests, it just stays there. Like, and like I said, he FaceTimed me, and this is like I said, after that I became a fan. So when he FaceTimed me, I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, we trying to fuck with you. He was like, I'm about to be working on this album with Future. That was the World on Drugs album. He said, we about to go out to Japan. I got some shows out there. I want you to come with me.
Wow.
And I said, okay. Like, it was so much coming at me at once. I'm like, this is crazy. And he said, yeah, we fuck with that Hard Eyes song. That was the song. Because Hailey was sending them music. But I think Hard Eyes was the one like, yo, we might have somebody.
Yep.
So they heard Hard Eyes. They was like, holy shit. So one of my guys from the city that I was signed to named Fargo, I was signed to International Records here in the city as a producer. Like I said, I was working the city. Yeah. And all that type of shit. And he pretty much, I told him, I was like, I hope that he don't feel no way about me trying to go sign somewhere else. Because I was signed to him in the city. Yep. And he said, I told him, he was like, man, go ahead. He was like, you always had the talent to go do it. We believe in you. He said, bro, go make millions, go do this, because he said, we ain't been knowing what to do with you all the time, because like I said, my city's so trap and street predominant. It's like my music, it was hard to find like a lane in the city of Cincinnati. Yeah. So it was hard for them to like promote me here. So he was like, go do that shit. He literally put like $1,000 in my pocket. He took me to go get my, he said, go get your hair cut, go shopping. Yeah. Like he pretty much, like I said, this was my big homie at the time, and this is what I was signed to. He took care of me. He put bread in my pocket. He flew me to Chicago to go get my same day passport to go out to Japan. Like, he took care of me. I still love Fargo to this day. And shit, like a week later, I ended up telling my family. I told my family the same day. A week later, I was in Japan. And that's when I met Juice.
That's awesome, and yeah, the rest is
and like I said, a week before, I was literally taking calls from old people yelling at me in my ear about how they mattresses not fitting their bed frame.
Yeah, no, so, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's fire though, man. No, for real,
crazy.
And you know, something I've always been, you probably have said this elsewhere, but you know, you really had your biggest mainstream success with Hyde, right, on the Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. And something that is like pretty interesting is that, you know, I saw like a leaked version of like Kodak Black's rendition of it. Yeah. So how are you like picked, or I don't know, like how were you selected over like a guy like Kodak Black for that verse?
Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out Sean Beasy.
Yeah,
his cousin, Juice cousin. I remember we were in a car. We were on the way to like In and Out in L.A. and he ended up playing like, he was like, yo, Juice got this song with Kodak. Like, I'm gonna let you hear it. He played it. I remember hearing Kodak verse and everything. I'm like, oh, this is a dope record. Like, yeah, didn't think none of it. And then we were recording out there in L.A. and that's the same night we did like Rental, Confide, and Contained and all of that. And I remember later that night, this was like probably like 1:30 in the morning, G Money knocked on the door. He was like, yo, you trying to hop on this song with Juice? He was like, it's gonna be he was like, we trying to get something in the Spider-Man movie. Like, you wanna hop on it? I said, hell yeah. Like, what the fuck? So I ended up getting up and I go in there, and Max had the setup in the living room and everything, and I went over there and recorded my verse. And I've told this story plenty of times, but I ended up laying my verse down. And I was like, oh, it's a cool verse. Like, I didn't care too much for it. I laid it down, and I told Max, I said, I'm tired right now, because it was like 1:30, and we was staying up to like 5 a.m. every night. Yeah. So my voice was shot. You know how you get the late night voice, it's just like real screechy and shit. And I'm like, tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up and re-record the verse. You know what I mean? I wanna do more solid takes. So pretty much, I woke up the next day, G Money come upstairs, he was like, yo, we sent the song off to Universal, and they said they like it and they want to use it for the movie. So in my head, I'm like, y'all sent it already? He was like, yeah, we sent it. They said they fuck it. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yes, happy, but I'm like, no, because I'm like, I wanted to redo that. Like, I wanted to redo the song, like, because like I said, I feel like that wasn't my, even to this day when I hear it, it's like, obviously it got so many millions of streams and I grew to love it because it's just, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
But I know, like, if you hear my music now, and I always say this, I sing so much, just, I know what I'm capable of when it comes to just making music and laying vocals and stuff. And I don't feel like that was my best take. To this day, I still feel like it's too much fucking auto-tune on the verse. I feel like even the takes are just not my best takes. But people love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People love it, so it's like, and they always say, like, sometimes it's not about what you love, it's what the people love, like, as artists and stuff. Like, as artists, we might have a song that we think, like, yo, this is the one that's gonna take out. This is the one that's gonna get me out of here. But the whole time, it's a song that you didn't fucking care for and didn't put no effort in. That's the one that everybody loves.
Yeah.
So,
no,
I think
for
it's
sure.
something about it just doing, not trying so hard to make it a hit. Like, when you just being authentic and it's just like, you got like a careless mindset. I'm pretty sure a lot of artists' biggest hits is from them just being careless.
Yeah, and stuff they almost scrap too. I hear that all the time. Yeah. And that's crazy you mentioned that stuff with the auto-tune, because I remember when that came out, or even years after, people like, you wouldn't have gotten anywhere without the auto-tune, and then you just finally like put it to rest and you just sang it.
Yeah, I did the raw vocals
on TikTok.
one.
Yeah. Man, that was fire too, man. I wish we had that version, you know.
You hear me? I be feeling that too, because I swear if it was me engineering, I'd be like, yo, let's turn the retune speed down a little bit. But, you know, I can't overly hate it. Like, even when people still have strong opinions about the record to this day, because some people will be like, yo, you ruined the song, or, oh, you can't sing, or it's too much auto-tune, or you sound like, I'd be like, I agree. It's like, I can't get too mad. It's like, I agree. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you go hear my other music, you'd be like, oh, nah, he's really talented. Like, oh, he can really sing.
Of course.
You know?
Of course,
so.
yeah. There's no doubt there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know this is something that you have been working on, and I guess I probably just didn't fully get it at the time. You know, like, that song does not appear on your Spotify profile. And for me, I'm like, this would make all the difference in career. I guess, you know, it's easy to look back, but like, why it says featuring Seezyn on the song, so I'm like, why is that like connection not there on like the
funny thing you say that is because, like, I know a lot of people is I'm gonna answer that too, but I want to get like the whole thing around it. So, like, clearly, like, my monthly listeners are not like the craziest, you feel me? And I feel like, obviously, if I did have Hyde on there, my monthly listeners would probably be like at least 2 million monthly listeners or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something at like a good rate for like an artist that's not signed to anybody and everything. So, I think the reason it's not on there, and I've tried, like, I've contacted them, I've contacted BMI, I've contacted Spotify, I've tried and reached out and everything. And for me, I feel like it's not on there just based off of the fact that it's on a Marvel project. And so I think they own the rights to it and Universal. So it's like I'm still like collecting as far as like the funds for it and stuff like that, because I still get my percentage and stuff like that. But as far as like me getting the numbers, the Spotify numbers, that's the only thing I'm not receiving from there is the Spotify numbers.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
It's weird, bro. Like I don't. Cause like if you go to the song, you click on my name and go to my profile.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't appear on your profile.
It doesn't appear on my profile. But so look, it does appear on my profile at the bottom. So it say, cause you know on Spotify, it
like
appears
there's and
so
also their playlists and stuff. You're there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So that whole thing is just weird. It feels like a glitch, you know, to me. And, you know, last thing I'll say about like Spider-Verse, because I know you've already talked about it a lot, but I mean, I'm sure you must have been like really surprised at how well that whole project went. Because I know, like, you know, with Spider-Verse 2, that whole album, you know, soundtrack album went crazy. Yeah. But if you think about all the Spider-Man before it, like, there were scores and maybe a couple like songs that they used for it, but movie soundtracks in general don't go crazy. Like, we just had this new Smurfs movie with Rihanna's first single in like 7 years, and it
didn't go that
flopped.
crazy.
Yeah. And you very rarely today like do movie soundtracks go crazy, except for Spider-Verse, really, you know?
Yeah, I think more it has something to do with the fact that Sunflower was on there.
Yeah, Sunflower.
And I think Sunflower is the most streamed song like ever. It's something crazy like that. And the fact that High was like literally the next song after that.
Oh, yeah.
As well. So, yeah, I think just based off of those two songs and then the artists that they had on there, like you got Post Malone, Sway Lee, Juice WRLD, like those 3 acts alone was gonna bring like crazy traction. But like you said, they got Rihanna, which hasn't dropped a song. But I mean, I don't know, maybe they just got together. It was just such a good collective of artists and good, actual good music. It wasn't just like bullshit background music. Like, no, these are real songs that can get streamed in radio plays. Like,
yeah, no doubt. Who are you listening to right now, musically?
Who am I listening to? Obviously myself. I listen to me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gay to a point how much I listen to myself.
Okay, yeah. Like, yeah, fair.
You know, because I try to like just really home in on just me, honestly. And I listen to my brother's music a lot. I feel like he's going to blow up as well. His name is Gray. Go check him out.
Gray. Was there any, I thought of this earlier, was there any relation to your project Gray and him or not really?
No.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Just coincidence.
I think around the time I made the project, he was like, it's funny you putting that project out because I'm thinking about changing my name to Gray.
Yeah.
I was like, well, shit, I guess we both feeling Gray at the time. So, yeah. Yeah, he's fire, though. I listen to him a lot. Who else? I listen to Artemis. I fuck with Artemis a lot. He's still, he the one who made I Like the Way You Kiss Me.
Oh, yeah.
I fuck with him. My boy Hailey put me on to him. Who else am I listening to? Damn, who else? I don't really listen to too many people. I mean, I feel like the music industry is in such a weird place. It's like I can't, it's like I'm not like a crazy fan of artists like I used to. Like most of my goats is like in a weird space right now.
A lot of them are washed, you know, just
I won't put that on wax and say that.
No, that's fair. I was goofing.
No, I'm hearing you. Obviously, I listen to Juice as well. Like, I even think, like, the whole Kendrick and Drake shit, they kind of, like, fucked the industry up with that shit.
I feel like it kind of dragged on, dude. I mean,
I
was just, like, listening to this yesterday, and, like, I think just yesterday, Drake was at a concert, and everyone's like, fuck Kendrick, fuck Kendrick. I was like, dude.
You could tell like they both kind of over it, but the fans want to see blood. So it's like you still kind of feed into it. Like if you got a crowd yelling "fuck Kendrick," because you can even see Drake reaction. He was like, I really don't want to deal with this, but he was like, you know what, fuck it, let me get a shot. He told somebody on his team like, yo, pour me a shot, fuck it, I don't care. Like I guess I'm in it. Like I can't avoid this shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I think rap music in general is just in a weird space right now. And that's kind of one of my reasons for venturing over into like the pop scene. Because pop is just love and good vibes and good times. It's not egos in pop music. Like, it's not. Like, and I love it. Like, even the people I've been networking with and working with, me and my boy Hailey, like,
yeah,
the people we've been working with, it's just love, bro. Like, even, like, I've been going to a lot of raves.
Okay.
Like, in the city of Cincinnati, my guy Jake, shout out Jake, he's going crazy right now, but he throws a lot of raves called Project Sonar. And I actually went to one last night. That's crazy. I went to one last night before I came here. In another company called Dreaming of the Islands. We got like a nice EDM scene here. And I remember my first time going to one. And that's when I went with my brother Gray, because he's a real raver and stuff like that. So I went to it. I'm like, oh, it's cool. Like, it was a cool time. And he put me on to Molly.
Like just the drug.
Yeah, the drug. Okay. The drug MDMA.
Yeah.
So the first time I took it with him, I was scared as fuck because I'm like, am I gonna die from this shit? Like, oh, like my friend, like I got people that passed away from drug. I'm like, fuck, like. But I ended up taking this shit, and the first night I took it, I'm like, I really don't feel shit. Like, this is not that long. I didn't care for it. But we end up going out again, and my brother was telling me, like, it don't matter if you take the shit, you got to be in a good environment for it to really kick in.
Okay.
Because if you just took it and you was in like a shitty environment, it wouldn't kick in. So I ended up going to like an actual good rave this time around. Holy shit. I'm talking about probably some of the best experiences of my life.
Really?
Being off of that shit, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
And what's so crazy, it's like I'm becoming like an advocate for fucking MDMA. I like to call it that because I think calling it Molly is so fucking just like immature.
It's
just
like
it
fucking
sounds
calling cannabis marijuana or like weed or some shit, you know?
Yeah, so it's like I end up doing my research because I'm like what do you call that when you're like overly worried about your health all the time? It's like a term for it. I can't think of the name, but like anytime like something tweaks in my body, I get to Googling it. Like I gotta see what the fuck is going on. Like you know, Google is gonna tell you dying every day.
Yeah.
So I end up looking into actual MDMA, Molly, but MDMA itself, and when I looked into it, they literally give it to people that are dealing with like PTSD.
Sure.
They give it to like a lot of like war like
yeah,
like
for
that.
the PTSD. Yeah, I've seen that.
So I looked into it, and it pretty much what it does is it erases any form of ego that you have. It's not just a party drug, and that's why I try to tell people like it's not just like, oh, I'm taking Molly, I'm having a good time, like, oh, it's immature and irresponsible. Like, nah. If you take it for the right reasons, you can really have a great fucking experience. Damn near like shrooms as well, or like acid, like those type of things. And my brother was real. My brother's done everything.
Okay.
So he's looking at me. I'm his older brother, but he has to be the kind of the big brother in the situation, like my guidance.
Yeah.
So he's my guardian through like the whole thing. So when I took it, I just had like a really crazy psychedelic type experience on the shit. And like I said, you just put your ego aside and you just like an actual human. It's kind of like, I kind of view it as like how you view a kid and they literally don't know nothing they don't know nothing bad about Earth. Like, damn, they're literally enjoying every moment.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a kid outside, they're gonna find something to enjoy. They're literally a human within Earth. Like, they're not fucking dumbed down by jobs, bills, fucking depression, relationships, all of that. So like when you take that shit, it eliminates all of that and you become like a human. I haven't felt like that since I was a kid, bro.
Wow.
It blew my mind.
That's
bro.
nuts, man.
So I do it like every blue moon. I don't do it too often because it's the come down and all of that. Like, you ever heard like the come down from the shit?
Yeah.
It can get rough sometimes because it's such a dopamine hit to your brain.
Yeah.
So it is rough, but
I hear you.
I do it every blue moon though. I like to have a good time and party.
Good man.
Yeah.
Do you have any like dream collaborators?
Dream collaborations. I want to do a song with Sabrina Carpenter bad.
Oh, really? That'd
I feel
be
like
crazy.
Me and her make a dope ass record. Like, I got like a lot of female inspirations as well. Like Dua Lipa. I want to do a song with her. I want to do some shit with Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Not too many male artists, honestly.
You know, females are running pop right now, big time.
They're running rap music at this point too. They're just running shit. Almost was running the world.
Yeah.
Running the United States. There
you go.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I know you're kind of more in your singing lane right now, but like overall, which do you prefer, like the singing or rapping?
I say right now the singing is based off of the fact it's just fun. And I feel like with rap music, it's just it's so much ego. And I've been on this trip of just putting my ego aside, like even aside from me obviously taking the drugs and all that type of shit. Like, it's just fun when you don't care so much, like stop caring so much, you know? And I feel like with rap, it's all ego in the rap music. Like, it's all fucking just ego based. Even the relationships you make is ego based. When you go to shows, people don't want to fucking turn up and party because everybody got their own egos. It's like, in pop music, it's a bunch of hugs, love. You damn near get a kiss on the cheek from somebody. Like, it's that much love over there. And people want to see each other win. It's not like a lot of people blackballing you in the pop lane.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you a gamer?
Yeah, I game, yeah, for sure.
You game?
Sure. Yeah.
Were you playing at all when that like Fortnite Juice WRLD stuff was? Do you play Fort for one?
No, I don't play Fort.
So
I just feel like Fort is just, I don't know, it's too cartoony for me. It's just like,
man,
I can't really get into Fort.
But you were you tapped in for that stuff with the Juice WRLD collaboration?
I seen the clips like on Twitter and stuff. I've seen all the clips for it.
That was like a new player count record, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
didn't they do like a show or something, like a performance?
Yeah, it was like an event that you could sign into. And it was with his whole Juice WRLD experience, and they added a bunch of his tracks into the game and skin and everything.
Bro, if he was allowed to see that shit, man.
Yeah, that was like
crazy.
That was like the game he was really into, right? For a while, like in his last couple months or something, right?
I wasn't too so the games I seen him playing was he was playing like Red Dead Online.
Okay.
Like I
love
that.
Red Dead. Yeah.
What else was he playing? Oh, he was playing oh god, what is this game called? Minecraft.
Okay.
So I remember one time we was on the tour bus and I ended up going back to his room because we had like the area we were in had like the bunk beds and stuff, but he had like obviously like the king room in the back. So I used to come back there and just kick it with him sometimes. So I remember he was playing like on his Switch. He was like, "Yo, Seez, like you want to help me build like this?" He said, "I'm building something." Like I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? That's like I was like, fuck it, let me see. And I was just like, I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to build nothing on Minecraft, but he was like a nerd for real.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Minecraft's goated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love Minecraft to death, bro.
I get it. Like, it took me a while to understand why people liked it so much because I feel like it's more of the creation type thing and the fact that you can join different servers and play different games and people can create their own games. Like, I'm like, okay, I understand why this could be addictive.
So he was into all that, like, to your understanding, he was like joining all these servers and stuff, just like getting as much Minecraft in as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And then even he had a GameCube on the tour bus too.
A GameCube?
A GameCube.
Like playing some Melee or Double Dash or what?
I believe we had Smash Bros too, and we had NBA Streets.
Oh,
used to get serious on that tour bus. Me, Big Hand, Sean, Chris, we all used to be on there playing. Ty.
Okay, yeah. That's what's up. And earlier in the interview, you had mentioned that you were like living with him over in LA. Yeah. How did that come about?
So this was before his crib though. He was Airbnb to Airbnb, like mansions, big ass, just stupid ass Airbnb.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Like everywhere. And yeah, I was living with him pretty much like all of the end of 2018, going into all of 2019. No, shit, am I right here? Was it 2017 going into 2018? I don't know, but I was living with him out there and it was crazy experience, bro. Like every night I used to just see celebrities coming up to the house.
Yeah.
They used to be at the studios. Anybody you could think of used to come around. Like it was crazy.
I mean, that was just all motion, yeah, for all of you.
Yeah, he had serious fucking motion. Like,
yeah.
And what's so crazy, I don't think a lot of people realize how fast it happened for him because a lot of people, like, it'll take them a few years for them to get the type of motion he had.
Yep.
So he was still fairly new into the industry. Like, Juice didn't have a long run.
Yep.
Like, he was still beginning. You know what I mean? So it was still new, but I think the pace he was going, it was so many people around. It was such a shock for him as well. Like, 'cause I remember talking to him, he's like, bro, this shit be feeling like a dream, bro. I don't be knowing.
Yeah.
But he was such a machine. I feel like he put all that to his side. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep working on my craft. And I've never seen somebody want to record music so much.
Of course, yeah.
And I really, you know how they say like music is your therapy? I think he took that like, it was literal. Like, I feel like he had to record music every day for him to be sane and for him to keep going and to stay alive, honestly. Like, I mean, unfortunately, he did pass away because of the drugs and shit, but I feel like that music was keeping him alive. Like, I feel like he was going through some shit a lot of people didn't understand. Yeah. And I feel like it's crazy. The first time I met him, our first conversation was about some shit that I've been dealing with for years that a lot of people didn't understand, which blew my mind. And I was like, you might be my brother for real. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is some shit that happened to me when I was, this was like fresh out of high school when that happened to me. So pretty much I had ended up smoking weed one time.
Yep.
And it's crazy because this drug, I mean, weed is just fucking weed. You get high and it goes away.
Yep.
And I was in the backyard with my guy and I was smoking weed. My boy Manny, we smoking weed. I was on the phone with this shorty. And I was hitting the weed just like any other time. I used to get high. I used to smoke for years. Like, this one shit, just a normal on a blunt. So I'm smoking it. And as I'm on the phone with her, I started talking slow as fuck. I was like, hold on, I'm gonna have to call you back. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, like I've been high plenty of times before, but this is kind of different. Like, this is not right. So I remember going into the kitchen. I was like, you know, first thing you want to do is get water. So I open the refrigerator. I go to open the refrigerator, and it felt like I was touching the refrigerator, but it was nothing there when I was touching it. Like, my hand wasn't touching it, but I was opening it. And like, when I described this story to people, they were like, oh, you were just high as fuck. You know how everybody said, oh, you were just high. They just brush it off. Like, oh, you were just high, bro. Like, I've been high. I'm like, nah, I've been high a lot of times. This is weird. So I went to go get the cup of water, and I put it to my mouth. It felt like I was like, had it on the side of my mouth. So I'm like, oh, fuck no. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go lay down and try to sleep this off. So I literally went upstairs and just laid down. And I remember waking up the next day, and I'm like, all right, I should be fine. Like, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. And I ended up walking down like the stairs. And when I went to go touch the banister, I still was getting like that double hand feeling.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not high no more. Like I said, I only hit the blunt a few times. I'm getting like a double hand feel. It's like I'm touching it, but I'm not touching the shit. And I'm like, nah, like, okay, so now I'm like, I'm pacing in the house, I'm tweaking, I'm like, nah, like, this is not right. I called my mom, I'm like, I'm not feeling right, and I told her what happened. She was like, you just got high like this. I'm like, Mom, I'm not high no more. Like, I hit the blunt a few times, I've been high plenty of times in my life, like.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, let me walk to the store and get like a coffee. So I ended up going to the store getting a coffee, drunk the coffee, shit didn't work. I didn't smoke weed the rest of the day. Another day how it went by, I was still feeling this way. I'm like, yo, am I stuck? Like what the fuck happened to me, bro?
Sure.
So like I'm in my own head, like I'm feeling fucked up. I went to go visit my dad, and he had no answers for me. So this is to get back to the shit with Juice. So I end up Googling something, and I said, it constantly feels like I'm in a dream. What's going on? So I started looking it up, and it's this shit called depersonalization. So it's depersonalization and it's derealization. So it's pretty much the detachment of the body. So it's pretty much like you're alive, but you're not in control of your body.
Yeah.
This shit sounds crazy saying it out loud, but if anybody watching this dealing with depersonalization and derealization, they probably point at the screen. You ever seen like that Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's it. There's a lot of people that deal with this shit, and it hasn't been like fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like over the time, this is when I was, like I said, this is around the time I was signing my big homies in the city. We was going to like Atlanta, Chicago and shit like that, and I'm still feeling this, but I'm like, I can't talk to people because everybody just like, oh, you just got high. Like, that's everybody's default answer. I'm like, y'all not understanding what the fuck I'm feeling right now, bro.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I've been dealing with that for years. To this day, I still be dealing with it. It's minor because it's like your body just adjusts to it. I view it as if you got your leg cut off, if you got your right leg cut off, your left leg gonna become strong. Or if you got your arm cut off,
you just adjust overall, yeah.
Your body just naturally does. And I think that happened like just with my mental state. And when I met Juice, our first conversation was, we got on the elevator, and he was like, yo, I want to talk to you about something. I don't know what made him just say this to me. He was like, bro, like, I feel like nothing is real, bro. So I'm just thinking he just saying that because I'm just such a superstar, and he's just like, I'm living a dream. He was like, nah, bro. He was like, bro, don't nothing seem real. He's like, he said, I feel like I'm constantly living in like a dream or some shit. He was like, I've been trying to talk to people about it, but nobody understands when I be trying to explain it to him. So when he's saying this to me, I started talking about my experience, and he looked at me like the Leonardo DiCaprio man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yes. And I started telling him, I was like, I looked it up. It's called derealization, depersonalization. He was like, bro, I'm gonna have to look into this shit. So we started talking about it, and then ever since then, we became closer because he like, nigga, you know what I'm going through right now. Like, obviously, I'm this big superstar, and I'm talented and all this, but I'm really going through some shit. Like, I feel completely detached from myself. And I know he looked into it because I remember it was one time on the No Jumper stream, he was talking to Adam about depersonalization and derealization. So he got into it too as well. So, yeah, and like I like to describe that, it's like, this is me, my own spiritual journey just over the years. I literally feel like my soul has deep, because, you know, like, we're all vehicles.
Yep.
So I feel like my soul completely detached from my body. It's weird. It sounds so fucking crazy saying it out loud, but it's like you ever seen Power Rangers and they used to get inside the Megazord?
Yeah,
control it?
yeah. Of
I
course.
literally feel like I'm a little man inside of my head controlling. It's like I detached from like the quote unquote Matrix and shit. It's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah,
it's
man. So do you just think, when you like that instance of the cannabis use could have like triggered it or something, or was that like always like there, you think?
So when I looked it up, it can happen from like really strong drugs, people that take like LSD and shit like that. But like it can't happen from something as simple as weed.
Yep.
It's just about your brain, the chemical balance within your brain.
No doubt.
Yeah, I remember I was going outside like touching leaves and shit. Nothing felt real. Like nothing. I was looking at the sky. Everything felt like I was inside a fucking computer.
Wow. That's
weird,
nuts.
bro.
Yeah, no doubt. And speaking of like some of the cities you've been to, man, what have been your favorite cities or your favorite city?
My favorite city, obviously Cincinnati, because I'm from here. People will be like, "Yo, you've been everywhere. How do you love?" I'm like, I'm a home guy. Like I don't leave the crib for real. So if I don't want to leave the crib, I don't want to leave my city. But for real, for the most part, the best city I've been to, I enjoyed Japan a lot because it was so different. Japan was just extremely weird, and it's a lot to learn out there as well. And I found out that if you brought a nicotine pen over there, you can get years in jail. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I ended up leaving my vape home when I heard about that. Obviously Miami's dope. I've literally been everywhere with Juice. I've been to Canada a few times, Toronto. Obviously LA by default, just as far as creatives goes. Like LA is a great spot to be if you're a creative. Yeah. It's a lot of just motion and people just all chasing the same shit, so you can just stumble upon people that's chasing the same dream as you.
Do you ever want to like move back out there?
Yeah, definitely, but I want to move to LA, but the cost of living out there is just like so crazy. And it's just around the time, this was around COVID, because I was staying out there for a minute, but like around COVID and obviously Juice passing and all that type of shit, that's when I like came back. Yeah. Like just to be around my family, because I got 2 little boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But eventually I do want to get back out there though. Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And I do have some question that I've always really thought about. I hope you don't take it like the wrong way.
No,
but
you good. You can ask anything. Bro. I'm an open book.
Yeah, man. I always see like when you post new music or a new music announcement or like with the hard eyes, right?
Yeah.
I always feel like the comments are kind of bombarded with like, if you're releasing something that had some iteration with Juice, people just kind of complain about that infinitum. Or if you're releasing a new album, people are just kind of like, okay, but where's the Juice stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like some, as much as like 80% of the comments at times, right? Do you ever wish like that was just behind you when you see stuff like that, or or anything like that?
It's a very weird thing because I understand, like, regardless of anything, like right now, Juice was the biggest thing ever, like when it comes to like my music career. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm always going to be attached to him. Like he passed away. Yeah. So it's like anybody that was around him, especially since we created some shit that they want so bad. Yeah. It's like you gotta just live with it. It's like I can't really control that. You know what I mean? Obviously sometimes it do get annoying. Like, yo, I'll post a snippet of some fire shit. And then I'll be like, yo, what? They be like, they're not even listening to it. They're like, yo, whatever, drop more bucks or drop rhythm. Like, drop this, like drop. They don't care, like, because most of those people are like Juice fans. Like, I got a lot of people that are my fans, but like a lot of the people that follow me are just Juice WRLD fans, and they're trying to just check to see if I'm gonna post anything about
anything Juice related to Juice. Yeah, no doubt. Man, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean? It is annoying because you would think like, damn, after all these years, you still asking for a song that I made in 2019. Like, yeah, because it still hasn't dropped. It's still new to us. So
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I guess it also shows that like people are only doing it because they want, more of, like, by extension, your work too, right? So
I call most of those people fanatics. Like, you got fans, you got spectators, but those people are like literally fanatics. Live, breathe, sleep, eat anything involving Juice WRLD. Like they're literally like, and I've never understood that because I've never been a fanatic over somebody, so I can't understand that. But like literally to some people, Juice WRLD is like their God and their Jesus. Like that's like, he's the one that understands me. Like, so I get it. It's like a religion.
Yeah,
it's
no
crazy.
doubt. Of course.
Yeah.
The guy that put me onto you, he was kind of like a Juice fanatic too. Yeah, no doubt. So I kind of know the realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and real quick, like let's talk about like Tiz Army, right?
Yeah.
Is that a term that you coined yourself, or did that start organic? Okay, yeah. How did that come about?
Yeah, so I've always like obviously Seezyn, so Tiz is like my alternate name.
Okay.
So like I say Tiz a lot, like my ad libs and stuff like that. So I was just trying to think of like a dope name for like a collective of people, like how Nicki Minaj got the Barbie doll, Barbies, and Beyonce got the Beehive. Yep. Juice WRLD obviously got the 999ers. I'm still a part of that shit, but I just want to create my own lane. Like I got a Discord with a lot of people. I got my own team of like clippers and producers and stuff, people that just want to see me win. And that's the craziest thing to me ever. Like, damn, y'all really fuck with me this much to where y'all like really would like be in this Discord and voice channel with me and like, yo, Seezyn, we want to see you win.
Yeah.
And I think with that as well, like people want to be a part of something. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants to be a part of something and find their purpose within life. So if I feel like this is my purpose, I'm gonna help you, like, which is dope shit.
No doubt.
I be appreciating that. That shit dope.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. And what are your 5-year goals?
5-year goals, shit. These are the type of shit that my girl be asking. No shot at you, I'm just saying. Just no shot. But when she be asking me that, I be kind of fucked up. Like, shit, I don't know. Because I be so in the moment. Maybe I do need to come up with more of like a business plan for like certain things I want to do. But
you gotta. I mean, if she's always asking you, you gotta have some answers, bro.
I'm just living like a fucking rock star. I feel like whatever the day brings. Like obviously, I'm locked in when it comes to like dates and like releasing music and shit like that. Like you have to be on a certain type timing with that. But it's like I don't know. Like I see myself being one of the next big pop stars, and I truly believe that. Like truly believe that in my heart, regardless of what anybody got to say to me. Like I am delusional when it comes to that. I don't care. Like
I think that's good.
It was so many people that told me in my city that I wasn't gonna make it out of the city of Cincinnati, and I did.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it is possible. Everything is possible. Anything you could think, like the law of attraction, all of that shit is real. You just gotta keep believing and just have tunnel vision on what you want. And it sounds cliche because everybody says it, but it's literally just that simple, honestly. Staying consistent with that shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I love it. And so you have your project coming out July 23rd.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
See ya. Sorry in advance.
Sorry in advance. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, awesome, man. You know what, everyone, go ahead and check that out. I think we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the interview, man.
Yeah.
Any kind of final positive message you'd like to put out there for anybody who may be watching?
Like you said, see ya, July 23rd. And like I said, I'm gonna be one of the next big fucking pop stars on earth. I believe it. Even if you don't, I don't give a fuck. And I just know that I'm gonna be that. And I believe that. Juice believe that. My family believe that. And my sons believe in me. And that's all that matters to me, honestly. And 999 forever, man. Long live Juice WRLD. And I appreciate you for having this interview.
Of course, man.
Yeah. Dope shit.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the new drop, man. And, shout out Cincinnati, baby. Yeah, shout out the Bengals.
Yeah, 513 forever, man.
Fuck Cleveland, though.
Nah, for real.
All right. Peace, guys.